All right, here's day 2.
I really had no idea what to expect, but I think this is a great start. I started off the day with my favorite carnivore breakfast, which is eggs made in some way or another with some bacon on the side. I am always so tempted when I see the kids eating, whether it's fruit or vegetables. It is so hard to see them eating it and knowing that I can't have it because I do love my fruits and veggies. I also allowed myself to have an espresso shot. I added 3 tablespoons of half and half. I know this can be a debatable thing, especially because some people completely stay off of milk, but I know I'm fine with the milk, and especially having such a small amount, I went ahead and enjoyed it. I enjoyed a boneless pork chop and a beef patty that I just created by hand. I also enjoyed the last rib that I left from yesterday. For dinner, I ended up having this big piece of steak, and on the side, I actually had some garlic that we had in the fridge that nobody really wanted to eat, and I wasn't going to throw it out because they were just roasted, delicious garlic.
Alrighty, here is day 3.
It is very encouraging to step on the scale every morning and see some kind of progress, especially because it's a pretty big commitment just committing to meat. I absolutely love soft-boiled eggs. It's something that my grandpa and I used to eat growing up, and so I still enjoy them, and I love the fact that the process is so much quicker now that I use this method that America's Test Kitchen has taught me. I am also heading out this morning to go to my mom's group, but I need to make some sourdough bread before I leave. Besides really craving vegetables and fruit, now I feel like I just have another thing that I will want to eat, which is the sourdough bread, but obviously I'm just making it for the rest of the family. But I know last time around when I did it 2 years ago, this was not a temptation I had to deal with. I will definitely share with you guys everything I've learned about sourdough in the last 7 months. Just stay tuned. After I'm done with the carnivore diet, we'll dive into some sourdough, chores, and a lot of other things.
All right, so this morning I was in a rush to head out for my mom's group, so I ended up grabbing 4 of the soft-boiled eggs that I made, 2 pieces of bacon, ate them while I was there, and now I'm back. I don't have any meat defrosted, but I realized I'm really not hungry, which is kind of different because the other days I was definitely hungry by the time lunch came. We'll see if I could actually make it until dinner or if I'll need like an in-between, a few pieces of meat to hold me off until dinner. But I did basically go ahead and allow myself to drink a bit more coffee today. This is 3 shots. I didn't have any coffee this morning, and so this is like early afternoon and I'm having 3 shots, which means if you saw my day 1 video, I did 2 tablespoons for 1 shot. So this is about 6 or so tablespoons of, some of it is half and half, and actually some of it is milk. All right, so with that said, hopefully this will keep me going until dinner, and if not, then I'll go ahead and just take a few pieces of meat and just cook a few pieces just to hold me off until we eat dinner together as a family. I do have to say that today I'm more tired, but I do think it's the lack of sleep. The other nights I feel like I got a little more sleep, and last night I stayed up working on a few things, and so I didn't get as much sleep, and I feel it today. I feel it a lot, and I don't want to blame it on the carnivore diet because I really don't think it's that. So we'll see how tomorrow and the rest of the day goes, but so far it's going really well, and I feel good considering again that I am not used to eating meat and have eliminated so many of the foods that I really do enjoy, like vegetables and fruit. I should add that the lack of energy could definitely be due to the fact that it's so gloomy outside. And the other days it was a bit gloomy, but I don't know, it just feels even more gloomy today. And so that could totally play a huge factor between the less sleep and the fact that I'm not eating what I'd like to eat, which is vegetables and a yummy salad and some fruit. But I think it all plays into effect that I'm more drained today.
So for dinner, I had some thin steak. One of the things that I really liked that I did was prepping the ground beef for patties. It just makes it a lot easier to have them in a Ziploc bag to defrost just enough for one meal. And so I went ahead and also threw in a patty on the fire and had a big dinner.
All right, so it's nighttime. I succeeded another day. I'm noticing that I have a habit with just grabbing things that are not finished and just sticking in my mouth to be done with them. So for example, my little one left a piece of apple and I grabbed it ready to eat it and I took a small bite out of it and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm not supposed to be eating this at all. And I did the same thing when our groceries came and I saw grapes. I washed like 4 grapes and I gave one to the child that was near me, and then I popped in one in my mouth and I like ate it and I was like, what am I doing? I'm on the carnivore. So it seems like it's still a habit where I don't want to pack something and put it in the fridge, so I have a tendency to want to finish it, and I really catch myself myself. Obviously, some of the times I've just slipped, but that's kind of what I've been doing. And I feel like I was doing really well the first 2 days. All that to say, I think it's so important to just be flexible and be okay with that. Like, it's not the end of the world. It's not like your body is just gonna stop being on the carnivore diet. You can still continue, and it's okay to make a mistake like that. It's no big deal. I mean, I did have cake on the first day and it's still all good. I also ended up not finishing my 3 shots. I think that was an overkill. I started getting a headache and I started getting a bit jittery, and I think it's because we only finished school at 5 o'clock, which is a bit late, but it makes sense since I was gone to my mom's group today. And so by the time we were done, my headache started. I just wasn't feeling so well. So I was like, I should totally be done with this coffee. First, because it's so late during the day to be drinking it. But secondly, because it's obviously affecting me more negatively, it seemed like I just needed more food. So I went ahead and I just jumped on making dinner really quickly for myself. I ate super quickly before I actually started to like feed the kids and take care of dinner all together. All right, well, there is day 3 for you guys. I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a wonderful day.